In this lesson, we will learn how to model a mold punch. We will use many commands. When we get the drawing, what is the first thing we should do? We need to analyze it. Let's look at the drawing of our mold punch. The first thing we noticed is that there are two features. The first is the base, a circular base. On top of the circular base, there is a curved boss. It consists of two parts. This drawing is not particularly difficult. In 3D design, the most important skill is interpreting the drawing. The ability to read a drawing means that as soon as you see it, you understand its overall structure, features, dimensions, and how it's assembled, and so on. This lesson is an integration of the commands we learned in previous lessons. We need to use the commands we studied earlier to complete the mold punch modeling. The commands we will use include extrude, sketch, sweep surface, countersunk hole, trim body, Boolean operations, draft, and fillet. Do you remember the commands we studied in the previous lesson? I believe some of you may have forgotten some of the commands from the previous lessons. Those who have forgotten probably did not practice well after class and still don't fully understand the commands due to lack of use. In 3D design modeling, the frequency with which you use the software determines your understanding of the commands. If you don't practice after class, you are likely to forget some commands. On the other hand, some students practice diligently after class. They will definitely be more proficient in using the commands, have a better understanding, and will be quicker in their modeling approach and drawing speed compared to others. Therefore, those who are still unfamiliar with the commands or not yet proficient in the software should practice more after class. Step 1. Open the software and create a new file. Enter the file name, select the save path, and make sure the file name ends with .prt. Step 2. Click Extrude and select the plane to extrude. Then, draw the base of the model on the plane with a diameter of 150 mm and click Finish. Choose the vector direction, default to positive z-axis, and enter the extrusion distance as the thickness. After inputting, preview the result, and if it's correct, click Confirm. Step 3. Create countersunk holes. There are two countersunk holes on the circular base. Click the Hole command and select Simple Hole. Choose the hole location. Click the surface where the countersunk hole will be created. Enter the sketch environment. Draw the center of the countersunk hole. Exit the sketch. Select the hole direction as perpendicular to the surface. Set the dimensions and shape. Choose countersink. Enter the countersink diameter, depth, and hole diameter. Select the depth limit as through body. Choose Boolean operation as subtract and click Confirm. Step 4. Create an irregular boss. Select the Extrude command. Choose the plane to extrude. Enter the sketch environment. Draw the 2D shape of the boss to be extruded. Exit the sketch. Define the extrusion vector and height. Choose Boolean operation as union. This merges the boss with the base. Step 5. Apply draft to the boss. Click the draft command. Select the draft vector direction. Choose the fixed face as the top face. Then select the side face to be drafted. Input the draft angle, preview, and if correct, click Confirm. Step 6. Draw sketch curves to split the body and trim the boss. Click the Sketch command and draw a 150 mm radius curve on the XY plane and YZ plane respectively. Shift the coordinate origin 20 mm to the left as a reference origin. Step 7. Click the Swap Surface command to generate the surface from the two curves drawn earlier. Step 8. Use the Trim Body command to trim the boss. Select the boss as the target and the surface generated by the swap as the tool. Click Confirm to trim. Step 9. There are two rectangular holes above the boss. Use the Extrude command to remove them. Click the Extrude command. Select the bottom surface to extrude. Enter the sketch environment. Draw the rectangular shape to be extruded. Define the extrusion direction and height, and subtract the boss using the Boolean operation. This will create the rectangular holes. Step 10. Apply fillets to the upper edge of the boss. Click the Edge Blend command. Select the edge to fillet, input the fillet radius, and click Confirm to complete. At this point, the mold punch part has been completed. Compare it with the drawing to check if the model matches. If there are inconsistencies, check which step went wrong and make corrections. This lesson integrated the commands we learned earlier through the case study of modeling a mold punch. The commands include extrude, sketch, swap, countersunk hole, trim body, Boolean operations, draft, fillet, etc. Through modeling the mold punch, we strengthened our understanding and mastery of these commands.
Hello everyone. In this class, I will teach to you about the Section 13 Modeling of Mold Convex Mold. This model is complicated. It needs a lot of commands. But they're all orders we talked about before. Then let's get started. Open UG to create a new model. First look at this sketch. It is formed by splicing the circular base below and the irregular pattern above. Then let's start with the base. The base is a circle with a diameter of 150. Then the height is 20. Then let's draw a circle of 150 based on the XY plane. Perform stretching. The stretch value is 20. Then the second step is to draw these two circles first. These two countersunk holes, the distance between them is 110. Then 2 for 55. Find hole command. Click on this plane. Then carry out dimensioning. This is 55. This is 0. Then I'll close it. Then add another point, because there are two. And then this is also dimensioned. Click Finish. Then some hole parameters need to be set here. 20, 13, 14. I've set it up here. Then click OK directly. So the hole is drawn. Next, start drawing this. Move it aside. Here its hole and some of its dimensions are wrong on this drawing. Then just start painting. Click on the sketch. Click on this surface. The circle on this side is 30. Here is 70. And then do the same dimensioning. The distance are 50 and 80. This is 30. Then there is a horizontal distance here. If something goes wrong, delete it and draw a new one. And then this is 30. This is 70. This is no problem. Then draw a straight line. When this tangent symbol appears, just click it directly. I really can't. I can extend it a little. Then two tangent lines are drawn. The next step is pruning. Delete the useless lines. So this graph has been drawn. The next step is direct stretching. This is 40. Then this is also finished. The next step is drawing. Find the draft command. Select a fixed face. This face, then select the face to be drawn. Enter 8 degrees here. Then click OK. So the drawing is done. Then you need to draw the datum sketches of two same line to sweep. Then let's draw an arc. Based on this surface first, taking the center of the circle as a reference. The size is 0. First of all, this arc has a tangent relationship with this line. Then we find the position of this constraint. Click on the first one. Click on the second one. Click tangency. Then here, 33.1, 15.1. Enter the quick label, linear dimensioning. This is marked. And the tangent point and this one are in the horizontal direction. Make it vertical. Click this and then click this. Okay, so it's already drawn. This line is useless. You can delete it. Then click Finish. Then change the face. Based on this surface, note that this requires a translation of 20 to draw. The same operation. Draw a line here based on its center. Then you need to pay attention to dimensioning. Here to this line is 60 to 40. Then this is 15.1. This is 33.1. They're about the radius. Use this for the radius. This is 150. Then this line has been drawn. there is still a constraint that has not been added. That's not this constraint. Yes, this order. This is the command to point on a straight line. Then there's an extra constraint here. Just delete this line. And then these two lines have been drawn. Then the drawing is also finished. Now there are two lines to sweep. A sketch base on this line. Then draw a surface with this line as the guideline. Click OK. Then trim it. Trimming body. The entity to be trimmed is this graph. Then you have to choose this face to change this new plane into an existing one. Then click OK. So this has been trimmed. If this is in the way, you can click on it, then click Hide. Then you can't see that face. We move on to the next step. The next step is to draw two cuboids. I won't draw the specific size here. Let's just take it as a simple demonstration. The upper distance is 60. The direction is right. Then you can draw directly. Then I will draw a cuboid. This way, if you want to draw, you can see the specific size on PPT. There are all sizes here. Then it can be stretched directly in the opposite direction. Set a distance. Then choose Boolean operation to change to subtraction. Choose this. Then click OK. Then it's a square cutoff. Our next step is edge rounding. Click on the edge rounding. Then select the order. Click on this circle, and then click this. Then that's OK. Its radius seems to be wrong. Just change this to 8. The last step is to save the part model. Then our graph has been drawn. This is a review of some contents. So that's the end of our lesson. Thank you all.